Okay, I'm back. And I wanted to explain to you guys about grind to give. You know, I call it G and G. Just straight grind to give. And what I mean by that is whatever project you work on, grind to get it done. Don't give up. Keep your focus. You really got to keep your focus. You got to grind to give. Okay, for instance, whatever you really want and desire in your heart, you're going to go after it. Believe that. You're going to grind and you're going to grind and you're going to grind to give for you, correct? So when you want to give and do something for somebody else, grind just as hard as you would grind for yourself, for that project or that individual. And that's what I call grind to give. Grind to give for yourself is cool too. Don't get me wrong, because I do grind to give Bobby. You know, I take care of Bobby. So, but what I'm actually saying though, grind to give is a power statement. It's like I'm motivating you to just grind. Don't give up. Grind. Don't give up. And it's going to be some crazy, I'm not going to call them obstacles. No. I'm going to call them hurdles that you could literally jump over and overcome anything. So while you grinding, there's going to be a few hurdles here you're going to jump. And check this out. I'm going to tell you something really heavy. Say, for instance, you're working on a program and you got a human being that just irritates you to the point is where you can say, I quit the project. Wrong move. You really don't even know what is the reward for you and whoever you're thinking about doing this for at the end of the picture. Don't get out of the picture that soon. Stay in the car. Stay in there for the ride. So when I say grind to give, regardless of people, whoever it is, don't even see them. If they say something to you, you know, it's like this. Don't let them irritate you. It's more or less listen to exactly what they're saying, and you could kind of hear their heart. You could really, don't go, just fly off the handle. Every time they say something, just really listen to them. And a lot of times, if it's to irritate you, to get you off the project, they won. So what I would do, if I'm working on any project, when I'm grinding to give and somebody see me grinding to give, they don't want me to grind to give, what I do, I don't hear them. Excuse me, they can't piss me off. Nobody can piss me off. I'm going to give you for instance, check this out. When we was doing Montebello, I was raising funds for Montebello Unified School District. They said some crazy things to me in a meeting. And the meeting was, I was bringing too many. In my program, I had a ton of gang members. Just straight up. I took them off the street. And it was hard for me to get in some doors with them because they had tats. It was crazy, but I didn't care because I was grinding to give back to the community. I was doing the awareness show. So check this out. Here's what happened. When I was doing it for the show, I had to go meet with the school board in LA, the school board of Los Angeles. And I met with them, so I gave them a demonstration, actually, what I was doing. And some of them approved of it because of the content and how we put it together, but some of them kind of looked at it like, is it going to be a riot? Is it going to be a fight? No, that didn't happen. So the next day after the meeting, I don't know who did it and why they did it. We was rehearsing at Montebello Auditorium. I had brought maybe 75 youth and mixed with adults who my people was helping. And what had actually happened, we rehearsed there. They gave us a place to rehearse. It was a large auditorium, probably hold maybe 1,500, 2,000 seats. But they gave us that place to rehearse. And the first night of rehearsal was cool. So the next day I'm supposed to meet with these executives and the board to see how it went off and everything. And they had long faces, and the long faces was someone went in there and sprayed up the restrooms, boys and girls, just destroyed the place. Well, it was to eliminate me and what I was actually doing. And I looked at the picture, and the people that we was doing it with looked at the picture and said, well, you wouldn't have no cause to do this, and I know your team wouldn't have no cause to do this. I said, no. And by me giving, and by me being smart enough to, when I came on the premises, I had me and 5 guys just check the whole perimeter to make sure everything was cool, and the people's equipments, their monitors, or whatever we was using. And before we leave, we checked the list and made sure everything was cool, but nobody knew that but us. And I advise you guys to do that if you work on the program. Check out everything. Okay. So once they looked at that and they said, it made me mad enough to say I didn't want to do it. But then I said, no. I'm gonna grind. I'm going to grind for this gift. I'm going to give these kids what they want. I'm going to give the community. I'm going to grind for this gift. Anyway, to make a long story short, the next thing was they start calling the police because a lot of the kids that I had coming over, they just wanted to be in the show. You know how they look. They were stopping them in cars. And that was another thing that how could I pull this show off? And this is going on. I said, I'm going to grind the gear. I did a smart move. I went directly to the police department in Montebello, and I told them, I said, listen, my name's Bobby Hill, and I'm doing the work. They said, we're aware of you. We know what you're doing. I said, well, listen, I need you to do this for me. A lot of these kids, a lot of these people and these parents, I said, these are poor people. I'm not going to say poor, but they're not, you know. So anyway, but they wanted to give. These was hearts. I was more interested in the heart, not the concern of the money. And they wanted to give, and I wanted to give. So we all received a big honor. And by me talking to the police department and telling them, hey man, do a favor for me. Tell all your officers. I talked to the chief of police. When you see kids coming over here, Mexican kids, African American kids with tats, if they tail lights is out, if they brake lights is out, a lot of people are these coming over here to give, to help. I don't have the money to register all these cars and all this. And I said, so why don't you give them a pass? And if your officers could follow them when you see them, make sure they come into my program and follow them all the way to the Montebello Auditorium. And when they leave, do the same thing, make sure they get back on the freeway. And then I organize with my guys to not panic if they see you guys, and vice versa. When they leave, they know they can go if the police is following them back on the freeway. So it was organized where it is. I had to think about it. So once somebody had sprayed on the wall, I had to say, dang, what am I going to do, man? They trying to shut me out of here, and I'm trying to give. I went back to grind to give. So once that happened, the kids would tell me, hey, B, what happened? They wouldn't stop me. They pulled me over my life. I said, hold on, man, let's try to get that fixed out to your mom. Whatever happened, a lot of the kids did what they had to do. They came, we received the Congressional award from Congress, and we grind and we gave. So don't give up. I don't care what obstacle come in the way. It was more obstacles than that, but this is what I'm just telling you now to make this video short. But this is grind to give. I don't care. Grind to give your family. Grind to give your relationship. Grind to give. And it's a giving. The fact to give. You know, I'm still promoting my book, The Universal Gift. We all connected, so keep giving. Click the link down below. You know what I'm going to say. Click it. You already know what I'm going to say. Click it. Okay. I'll holler at y'all. This is Brother Bobby. Grind to give. No, you know, I'm going to motivate you where it is. Ain't no obstacles. It's not called obstacles. It's called hurdles. And we can jump hurdles and keep jumping hurdles. I'll holler at y'all, man. Oh, this is sponsored by MeditateForWorldPeace.com, and it's also sponsored by Cool Vibe Tees. This is a cool vibe that we're talking about. Always a cool vibe. quiet and meditate, man. I'll tell you about that later too. How it changed me too. I've been meditating. I'm 61 years old. I've been meditating ever since I was 19, 20. Changed my life. Believe me, I give that to you too. Okay, Brother Bobby, out. Click it. Click it.